Why, hello there. My name is Sonya. Is it? I wanted to do an updated question and answer and just clear the air on a lot of different things and tell you guys about what's been going on in this thing called life. So number one question I think I get in life generally is, why did I leave LA? I actually recorded an entire video about why I left LA, and then I was editing it and I was like, hell no. Why the fuck, Sonya, are you talking about or rationalizing yourself on YouTube for 15 minutes? Talking about it exhausts me, to be honest. And because sometimes emotions get in the way of the real reason of why something happened. We all know, everything is energy, right? We are energy, the wall is energy. A city has a vibrational frequency, right? New York has its own frequency, LA has its own frequency, Barcelona has its own frequency. My energetic frequency and LA's energetic frequency totally clash. We do not work well together. I am unmotivated in LA. Just landing in the city, nothing would even happen. I would just get this overwhelming feeling of doom. I never liked LA to begin with.
Hi everyone, so today I wanted to make a video about 50 random facts about me. I don't like Los Angeles. I think it's a ghetto swamp. I don't like it.
It was more of why did I move to New York?
So New York City is my favorite city in the entire world. I have some sort of crazy obsession with it. It's like a buzz. It's constant distraction. Something's always going on. Something's new. Something's fresh. Something's weird, and you're always distracted and renewed and refreshed, and it's so it's just buzzing with life.
And the reason I moved to New York was because I was ballsy enough finally to understand that if I want something, I have to literally just go and get it. Because our mind can make up so many different reasons and excuses as to why we can't have something. We don't have enough money, we're not cool enough, we're not pretty enough, we don't have enough connections, we don't have this, we don't have that. And it's instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you can do to attain your goal, you know what I mean? Which is what I did, and yes, it was hard, and yes, I lost a lot of money because I was in a lease, and was it worth it? Yes. And did I do it? Yes. And here I am, and somebody said, can you please tell us more about the law of attraction? I don't really know if law of attraction is a hard thing for you to grasp, but there's so many different books that you can read literally called the law of attraction. I'm listening to a book on Audible right now which is called The Vortex, and it's about how the law of attraction kind of connects to relationships and the relationships that we have in our life and the relationships that we bring into our life, which is a very, very, very interesting concept. The law of attraction, I feel I've been practicing before I knew it was an actual thing. And it's kind of very basic and easy to understand in the sense that what you focus on grows. If you're constantly thinking about what you don't like, what you don't want, you're gonna keep receiving that thing that you don't want. If you keep focusing on a negative emotion, it's gonna grow, it's gonna exacerbate, and it's gonna take over your life. If you focus on the negative, you are literally making that negativity come alive with your mind. Instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on attracting energetically what you do want. So become that thing energetically. I think the first time I used the law of attraction was honestly to become a blogger, a YouTuber, or I don't know, it just kind of made sense. If you really want a certain career, you have to literally kind of live through that career and act through that career. As if every single thing that you do, every single thing that you say, the words that come out of our mouth energetically are very valuable. The thoughts that we think are very valuable. Every single thing that you do, think, or say should be to attract that thing, to get to that thing, to find that person, to have that career, to become that person professionally, right? It kind of works like that, but there's definitely a lot of books about the law of attraction if you're very, very interested in it. But generally, I think it's kind of basic. It's not rocket science. What are your favorite places, spots in New York City? Whole Foods. As of now, I think Tribeca is the coolest place ever because it's just not crowded. If you're looking for a good cafe, I would say Bluestone Lane is one of my favorites. It's an Australian cafe. I just said, what did you study at FIT? I took a course there on fashion business, and it was called Future Lab. And I don't study at a university, but I take courses sometimes at universities just because I like to be educated, and I'm not an American and I don't have a student visa, so I don't think I can even legally study at a university. So I just kind of hack the system and take workshops and stuff. which is cool because, to be honest, they're still led by like professors. And also I like to search up like lectures on YouTube just because free education. Hi. Okay, this person grammatically is very incorrect. Which rude celebrity you've ever met? XO. I'm assuming they're asking me if I've ever met a rude celebrity. No. To be honest, I have never met a successful person that is rude. It's a misconception we have that successful people are rude, when in all actuality, in order to become successful, you have to be a human magnet. You have to be charming, you have to be kind, you have to want to like attract people towards you in order to be successful, right? Like that makes sense. So every single celebrity that I've ever met, the only thing I would say is they were so overly kind that I'm almost like, I wonder what they do when they get home. Like, do they just like rip off their like smiling face and go back like, oh. What is life for you? Life is a game. Well, if you're talking about this life, it's a human experience, it's a game. Isn't that like such a cool mentality to have? That life is a game? Because that takes the seriousness, the pain, the sadness out of literally everything. Like even when I feel sad, for example, I enjoy it. I think it's so cool. I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm crying, like this feels amazing. I'm having a problem. This is like a chapter in my human life. Like, I don't know, I think when you think that life is a game and you don't take anything like life or death, like, oh my god, this is horrible, this is the end of the world. Everything is fun, everything is just kind of a joke. Like, I don't know. That's kind of my view on things. Which kind of leads us into the next question, which is, did you consider following a different career path? And if you did, what would you choose? I'm a firm believer that there's no such thing as a plan B. I mean, there is a thing called plan B. If you visualize a dream for yourself, like an ultimate dream, your ultimate reality, that is your plan A, and that is your only choice. Why would you go after something that you don't want as bad as something else? I'm not here for 500 years. I don't have time to like hate my life. I want to enjoy it while I'm here, so obviously I'm always gonna do what I want to do initially. So would I consider following a different career? Yes. I'm very free-flowing, and I've always said to people, and I hate when magazines ask me, define yourself, so please tell us, who are you? I'm like, a human being, you. And that makes people feel uncomfortable that I don't want to label myself as anything. But the minute you label yourself, you're constraining yourself to a way of life, to having to be an image, to having to be a certain kind of person. And I'm not. Forever changing, I'm forever growing, I'm forever, like listening to whatever I want to be doing at that moment, and if that changes, I'm like, okay, but like, I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. It makes me feel very uncomfortable to have to be like, this is my career right now, this is my career then. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing, because this is my mentality. Like 2 years ago or 1 year ago, someone like DM'd me and was like, I said like I was a creator, and they're like, what the hell are you creating? Here's the thing, people. We are all artists. You are an artist. I am an artist. It doesn't mean that I have to paint. It doesn't mean that I have to paint well. It doesn't mean that I write music. I am an artist, and I'm a creator of my own reality. I create my reality, and I do, with my thoughts, with my decisions. And I don't know, there's like even this quote that's like, make your life a living art. Like every single opportunity that you have, make your life an art. Listen to music that makes you feel euphoric when you're walking. Make everything like a movie. Make everything an art. Make everything beautiful in your life. I feel like that's the only way to live, and when you do live like that, you are an artist. You're a creator of your own existence, which I think is so freaking beautiful, and that like ties into what do I think life is. I guess an opportunity to create and be an artist. Oh, my voice is getting raspy, and that's not good. I think I've talked like way too much, and probably more than I do in a week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sending in your questions. The next video I want to do is probably like a favorites video, because I have so many new things that I want to share with you guys since I moved to New York. And yes, I have to go to Soho now. Bye. Correct me if I'm crazy. What I think is more beautiful than having kids, or you're here, and that's beautiful. And you can play as much as your playful heart desires. Everything that you do should be out of love.